Hello, my name is Elisha Rubin. I'm the founder of AGRILIGHT. I came to Israel about 30 years ago from California. I have a PhD from Claremont University in California in management. When I came to Israel, I saw great opportunities in high tech, and I began to help the first company as a consultant, and eventually I became the CEO. And after several years, we sold the company. And then followed that, I've always worked with great people and found great people, and I was able to build two other companies and sell them. All those were M&As to publicly traded companies traded on the North American stock exchanges. So I enjoyed what I did very much, but my real passion has been in renewable energy and agriculture. And so when I heard about agrivoltaics several years ago, I began to study it and explore it. And I said, well, this is going to be my next company, and this is going to be a company that's going to be even more successful than the other companies that I've been involved in. And so in May 2021, I founded AGRILIGHT Energy Systems. And my first hire, which we can call another founder, was Yossi Fisher, a physicist who had been involved in renewable energy for over 15 years, had a number of different patents, was the first person in Israel to put solar panels on water. So he was a great find, and I consider him a co-founder. And he is actually the inventor of what we call smart agri-PV, which is something that no other agrivoltaic technology company has in the world today. Of course, I explained this all in our application, and we began to move. We received a grant from the Ministry of Energy, and then we built actually a demonstration. Basically what it does, Smart Agri-PV, which another company does, is that it moves the panels with now trackers. There's nothing static, to maximize energy generation, always following the sun, but at the same time to improve and optimize crop production. We do this by managing sun and shade. And in doing that, we're able to really balance that inherent competition for the sun. From there, I hired some great people. I am the active executive chairman. I work full time. I'm very involved in leading all the international business. We hired a wonderful CEO who was the CEO prior to this of the largest private energy company in Israel. We hired a great CFO who was on the board of directors of the electricity company. And then on, getting great people. We're a small company, we're a young company. We ended up then putting up a pilot over Grapevine in the desert. It was then, we had a researcher that researched the effects also of, generating renewable energy, but at the same time, how did it improve the vineyard? And the results have been fantastic. So from there, we moved on. And that same place then paid us. We had our first commercial sale to expand that project. And in just a short period of time now, we'll be putting up a very strategic pilot in Spain. We won a competition with a group called Cahamar Innova. You might have heard of them. You probably heard of Cahamar Bank, who actually funds that R&D center. So we won that competition, and in the next few months, we'll be putting up a beautiful pilot, strategic pilot there over oranges. From there, I started to move around the world because I knew I had a very, very strong product. And I just came back from California. Actually, I was there in December, and we met with two large agribusinesses, AC Foods and Limonera. One of them is a publicly traded company. When they heard about our Smart Agri-PV, they immediately said, we want you to pilot this because we have tremendous needs because of the climate crisis, the problems we're having, and these are companies that have thousands of hectares, thousands of acres of orchards and vineyards. So we're very excited about this. So when I was approached by the EDP Energy Starter, I said, wow, this is fantastic, because the budget we have today, which is great, it's a combination of private investment, and again, I explained this in the application, and we received on a very competitive basis a very, very nice grant, non-equity grant from the Israel Innovation Authority. It's pretty much focused, that budget, on what we're doing in Israel and expanding our activities in Israel and also in Europe. So we didn't really have a budget for the United States. So, we're right now very interested in increasing the investment for our seed round so that we can begin to take advantage of the tremendous opportunities in the United States. So, I'm very passionate and very excited about AGRILIGHT. I'm very, very interested in working with EDP and Energy Starter. I think that you guys can help us a lot. I think we can do a lot. And I believe this is going to be the biggest success of all the successes I've had in the world of business and make a tremendous impact on energy, water, and food security. So thank you so much, and I look forward to hearing from you.